Welcome back to the Ocean Science Beauty channel. Today, we are talking about ocean acidification, a growing problem in our oceans. Ocean acidification happens when the ocean becomes more acidic. This is caused by carbon dioxide, CO₂, from the air mixing into seawater. Humans release CO₂ by burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. About a quarter of this CO₂ goes into the oceans. When CO₂ mixes with water, it forms a weak acid called carbonic acid. This makes the ocean water more acidic, lowering its pH. Even small changes in pH can hurt ocean life. Since the Industrial Revolution, the ocean has become about 26–30% more acidic. The pH of surface water has dropped from about 8.1 to 8. This might sound small, but it is very important for sea creatures. Animals like corals, oysters, clams, and some plankton need carbonate to build their shells and skeletons. Acidic water reduces the carbonate, making it hard for them to survive. Coral reefs are very sensitive. Corals are tiny animals that build big limestone structures called reefs. Acidic water slows coral growth and weakens their skeletons. Coral reefs are home to thousands of species. If reefs get damaged, many fish and other animals lose their homes. Humans also depend on reefs for food, protection from storms, and tourism. Shellfish like oysters, clams, and mussels are also in danger. Acidic water makes it harder for them to build and keep their shells. This can reduce their numbers and affect fisheries that feed millions of people. Even plankton, tiny creatures at the base of the food chain, are affected. If plankton populations drop, animals that eat them, like fish and whales, can suffer too. Ocean acidification is sometimes called the other CO₂ problem. It happens because of too much carbon dioxide, just like climate change. But while climate change mostly changes temperature and weather, acidification changes the chemistry of the water. Scientists watch the pH and carbonate levels to see how oceans are changing and how sea life is affected. Ocean acidification begins in surface waters, because this is where the ocean directly absorbs carbon dioxide, CO₂, from the atmosphere, causing the pH to drop and the water to become more acidic. However, deeper waters often have even higher natural acidity because dead plants and animals break down there, releasing additional CO₂ over long periods. In some regions, especially the North Pacific, Southern Ocean, and upwelling zones, this CO₂-rich deep water rises back to the surface, making the surface layer even more acidic than normal. So, while acidification starts at the surface due to human emissions, deep water can contain more CO₂, and when it mixes upward, it increases acidity in both deep and surface parts of the ocean. Some oceans are more acidified than others. Cold oceans, like the Southern Ocean around Antarctica and the Arctic Ocean, absorb CO₂ faster, so they become acidic more quickly. Parts of the North Pacific also have higher acidity because deep, CO₂-rich water rises to the surface. Warmer oceans, like the tropical Atlantic, absorb less CO₂ and change more slowly. Reducing CO₂ emissions is the key. Using clean energy, burning less fossil fuel, and protecting forests all help. Protecting coral reefs and shellfish habitats also gives marine animals a better chance to survive as the oceans change. In short, ocean acidification is a serious problem that affects both sea life and humans. By learning about it and taking action to reduce CO₂, we can help protect the oceans and the amazing creatures that live in them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos about the wonders and challenges of the ocean.